My organization is the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport. It had been established in 1972. It is a specialized organization working under the Arab League. We are providing the maritime education and training courses, which is a high quality one, in addition to consultancy services. Usually we offer it to the Arab countries, the whole stakeholders of the maritime industry in the Arab countries, in the shipping companies, maritime authorities, port authorities. Our academic programs is a blend between the professional development courses and the professional career development courses and the academic ones. We do offer a bachelor degree and Master of Science and a PhD, in addition to the certificate of competencies for the chief mates, chief engineers, and generally for the officers and the engineers. The Arab Academy is an international organization. The president of the academy is a board member in the World Maritime University. We have an observer seat in the IMO as a regional organization aiming to develop the maritime industry in general in the 22 Arab countries. And we are based in Alexandria. We have branches in Alexandria. We have campuses in Cairo, in Port Said, in South Egypt, in Aswan. In addition to a couple of regional branches, we have a branch in Syria. We have a branch in Lebanon, in addition to Dammam in Saudi Arabia. We have a port training institute over there. And regarding our international participation, we have currently initiated our branch in Athens in Greece, which is represented by the Hellenic Arab Maritime Academy. I think the new technology now is generally the trend everywhere. In all the the automation is everywhere, and now the autonomous ship is coming into an action. It became a reality. It's no more a theory. It's no more an R&D project, the autonomous ship. And at the time being, the high technology that had been installed in the operation of the vessel, whether for the bridge or for the cargo operations or even for the port operations, is totally different than what have been used before. So I think the student has to be delivered his courses, his hands-on training with the aid of such new technologies in order to get him acquainted totally with the technology. So in the academy, in the Arab Academy in Alexandria, so we have adopted the new technology in all our training programs. We have a wide range of simulators in order to provide hands-on training regarding the operation of the vessel, regarding the operation of the offshore units working in the oil and gas fields. The simulators that we have so far are a full mission bridge simulator, full mission engine room simulator, in addition to liquid cargo simulators, in addition to 22 mini bridge, in order to make sure that every student had worked by his hands and had been given enough time and enough resources to practice all the scenarios and all the cases. In addition to that, we have our R&D program in the academy, have developed a kind of a program which is called IMET, which is the Interactive Intelligence Maritime Education and Training, which provides a kind of an automated and guided personalized learning on board our training ship. Because we have a training ship, it's a special made vessel, had been made in Japan in order to train students. So it's had been built for this purpose mainly. So it has classrooms, it has computer labs, it has all the resources which is needed over there. This system will get the students acquainted with the technology, and he will be able later on to use this technology and to utilize any IT resources on board the vessel for the benefit of the operation and to optimize the operation of the vessel. We have a very clear system for recruiting and enrolling students. We had set a minimum grade in the high school. We had a placement test to measure the students' personality, his English language and his intellectual capabilities in order to be able to progress later on in his career. Because the shipping industry now is different than before. We need this person, this individual who has the intellectual capabilities, who will be able not only to operate the vessel, not only to in other words, just not to spend his whole life on board the vessel for good. No, it's just a phase in his career. Later on, through the academic qualifications, he will be able to switch or to shift later on, whether in the shipping companies or in the ports operations or in the oil and gas operations or in the hydrographic surveying or any other field can be used. So this is how we do it. In the proper selection of the candidates, later on by providing the curriculum, providing the IT-based training and the technological training, in addition to enhancing the students' soft skills and leadership, through which we can make sure that this person will be able to progress within his career path. I think that the industry is lacking a leadership. Yeah, this is a very good question, because I think it's somehow, yes, there is a huge lack of leadership in the industry, because the maritime industry does not talk the same language. Each part of the world, each cluster in the world, they have their own language, they have their own norms, which is different from one place to another. That's why I think the leadership is not expressed enough so far in the maritime industry, due to the management cultures that is different from one country to another. And I think also that the concept of enhancing the leadership in the personalities is not exist so far in the maritime academics curriculums. The maritime academics curriculums now is concerned so much about the science, the maritime science or the marine engineering science, but they are not that concerned regarding enhancing the students' soft skills. They think about certifying the students with a COC, but they don't think how he will be able to adopt this knowledge, how he would be able to deal with the community around him. Most of the shipping companies so far, not all of them, but most of the shipping companies so far, they are putting a lot of budgets in order to train their crew, their staff, everywhere. But unfortunately, they are training it on technical issues rather than training them on social issues or leadership issues or any kind of soft skills that is required on board the vessel. So I think this is a reflection of the leadership, because the leadership is a reflection. So the leaders of the maritime industry, so far, they are more concerned about technical issues rather than being concerned about these soft skills and leadership issues that needs to be enhanced in order to create a kind of homogeneous staff and crew on board. A person or an individual will be able to deal with all the nationalities, he will be able to deal all the stress and all the problems that he might face, and later on, after this phase of being a seagoing personnel, he would be able to join a shipping company or a ship management company or a port operation company or whatever sector in the maritime field on shore. And in this case, I think this person who had been qualified in this way, he will be able later on to be a very good role model for a proper leadership.